last year they were the biggest band in the country.
Very catchy songs that'll stick in your head, songs that'll stick with you, like different parts and bits of songs that you'll be listening to. You'll find yourself like just kind of playing in your head, and you just kind of can't get away from that, it seems sometimes.
Trailblazing innovators and sonic alchemists' My Chemical Romance are one of the most compelling, intriguing, experimental and exciting guitar groups to have emerged in alternative rock this century.
We're from New Jersey, we're the state of the misfits, you know, we're punk rock.
I think the thing about My Chem is that I've always been aware of is, you know, what the black-clad kids in high school are listening to. You know, and at one time they were listening to, like, The Cure, Sisters of Mercy, and when I was in high school they were listening to, like, you know, like Metallica, and then after that it started to be like Nine Inch Nails and Manson, and now I really think it's My Chemical Romance and that sort of breed of gothic music.
It's just that dark element. It makes it more interesting than just cheery, poppy songs, and that's what My Chemical Romance is.
Where, you know, nerds in this country have gotten a gun and shot the popular kids. And since then, there's been a little bit more of an acceptance of the nerdier kids, and there's almost a tongue-in-cheek like, hey, the dark nerdy kid is going to kill us, and so everybody should be a little less cruel to him, maybe. And I really see that as being sort of how My Chemical Romance have become this popular nerd dark band, where it's, you look at those kids and you're like, wow, if they had taken a different course, they might have shut their high schools up, you know?
The group took their name from the Irvine Welsh novel, Ecstasy, 3 Tales of Chemical Romance. Their artistic impulse has produced some truly radical, life-affirming, haunting, potent and groundbreaking material. This is their story. New Jersey, sometimes known as the Garden State, is often overshadowed by its neighbour, New York. As the largest chemical-producing state in America, it's surrounded by a gritty industrial landscape. This makes it a tough neighbourhood to grow up in.
Just sort of the image New Jersey has in and of itself. It's got kind of this gritty image, this sort of, you take a drive through like southern Jersey, through Elizabeth, those kind of areas, you see all these factories and this industrial area.
It's a pretty gritty place in certain areas, and a lot of these kids that come from Jersey do come from some of these more gritty areas.
My town has an industrial section. It's got a sanitary landfill right next to where like the kids play soccer, and then there's also the prison.
Jersey gets probably more shit than like any state in the union, you know, and so I think Jersey kids, Jersey bands feel like they really have something to prove.
And there's a lot of history here to live up to musically. Artists like Bruce Springsteen setting the stages in like the 1970s, like, you know, songs about the streets and, you know, cars and just and girls and just living in a densely populated blue-collar area. And New Jersey, for the most part, for being so densely populated, is mostly blue-collar.
New Jersey has a history of producing